So let's start. So, I am Derp64. I am a YouTube creator. I make TF2 videos and I collect figures just like Mowdy Boy here.
Hello.
Yo, Mowdy, introduce yourself.
I'm the NintendoPlace, and you may know me for reviewing many Nintendo figures, but recently I've been on the down low, but I'm starting to get back at it.
That's always good. So, what we're gonna do here is that are we gonna make this weekly, or we're just gonna make this like what?
Well, we're gonna do it whenever there's like a load of news coming up, because usually there's times where it's like dry, and times when it's like actually like a lot of news comes out.
Like right now, it's kind of like in the middle, where it's like there's kind of news and then there's kind of not news. It's like in the middle. So
yeah.
So we're gonna talk about today some Marvel Select and Marvel Legends stuff, and Comic-Con's like right around the corner, so there's gonna be exclusives there too.
Yeah.
I'm not going.
Yeah, we're not going. We only went to the one here in Chicago, C2E2, but San Diego's too far for us, so we're not going to go to that one.
I think eventually we will go. But
yeah, eventually.
It's not right now. So before we get started in the news, let's talk about some figures that released within the time span of when summer began and stuff. So let's just give our opinions on it right now. That's what I kind of want to start off with. If that's
fine. Yeah. All right. So what do you have to say? Like maybe like our top favorite figures that came out since the summer.
Let's see. I want to see the Marvel Legend of this year were actually pretty good, and they're going stronger too.
Yeah, I think
all the modes.
Marvel Legends been popping out some pretty good waves recently. Like the Spider-Man one, the Ultimate Spider-Man ones were good, and the X-Men one is really popular. And I know for sure that's gonna be like one of the most wanted Marvel Legends wave in a while.
True. But dude, I checked everywhere for the Deadpool. They're all sold out.
Yeah, I know. I've been like right when it came out, it was sold out, and I was so pissed that I missed it. So now I have to be a pain in the ass and like hunt them down.
Hopefully, we're gonna find them in like stores like a Walmart or something. Unless it's exclusive somewhere. Is it?
No.
I see. Hopefully, it's gonna be like Pizza Spidey, where it's like it's everywhere, and eventually it's gonna become like rare and stuff like that.
But there is something that's exclusive that I want that still hasn't come out in my Walgreens. It's a Walgreens exclusive Marvel Legends Punisher that I want to get. And yeah, that one I'm really looking forward to, because we haven't had a Punisher figure in like a while, and they usually become really rare too. So I recommend getting this one.
True.
And it has an alternate head, which is really cool. So you could have him with like a bandana, or with his like without it.
Yeah, dude. Alright, so now that we have that out of the way, let's talk about the figures that has released during the time span of when summer began, or this year in specific. The one I want to talk about the most is the new Spider-Man wave with Miles Morales, Spider-Girl, and the new Ultimate Spider-Man stuff.
That's which one's that one? The
Space Venom Build-A-Figure?
Space Venom, yeah, that's the Space Venom Build-A-Figure.
Yeah, let's just give our opinions on it right now.
Yeah, so. Well, one opinion I have right now is I'm going to talk about the Hobgoblin, because we haven't had a Hobgoblin figure in a long time. And I remember the last Hobgoblin figure that came out is when I was barely like 6 or 8 years old. And I remember I bought it, and we actually hung out the day I bought it. I think we went to McDonald's or something, and I played with it.
We did?
I think, yeah. And the thing is, I can't find my Hobgoblin anymore.
I think I remember you having it too.
Yeah, I only have his cape now for some reason. I can't actually find the figure. So I'm kind of happy a new Hobgoblin finally came out, because it's been years since one came out, and this one looks pretty good too, compared to the Toy Biz one.
This one doesn't look that bad. For me, the only complaint is like the head sculpt. I feel like it could have been more
creepy.
Yeah, something like that. I feel like right now it feels like too realistic, and kind of like away from the comics, you know.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But like also like the eye. I think it was like the left or right one that had a. It was like bigger than the other one, but I forgot which side it was.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah.
But other than that, I really like this figure because, for one, it's not like I think it was the Toy Biz one where they had the pumpkin bomb, but it was like attached to his hand.
Yeah, I remember. I always tried removing it as a kid. Like I tried like cutting it out, but it wouldn't. No, it was attached there forever.
And then, but this one now it's just like it's its own accessory, which is finally it took long enough, but I mean better late than never, I guess.
Yeah, but the other thing I don't like about this Hobgoblin is how small his glider is.
Oh yeah.
Did you see that? It looks.
I know.
Goofy.
It feels like it's too tiny.
It looks like a hoverboard or something.
They could have used a more reflective metal for it too. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like paint.
Yeah, it looks too plain, like kind of cheap, you know.
But in the end, you do get a couple accessories with it too, like the pumpkin bomb, the alternate head, and the space venom head. So I kind of feel like you are getting you're getting worth their money and stuff. So if they wanted to add like an extra part of detail and stuff, it would like be like a little more or something, and they had to take out something else.
All right, I see.
All right, so the big thing I want to talk about this wave is the Spider-Man himself, the younger Peter Parker. The Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And before I talk about my opinion, I want to hear what your opinion is.
All right. Here's my opinion. I really kind of didn't care for it because I already thought the Pizza Spidey was really good, and the thing about this Ultimate one is that I like the Ultimate comics. I've read a couple of them. I don't have all of them, but yeah, I've read them. I read them because they came out around the time like when the movie was coming out and like when I was a kid, so I didn't really have that much Amazing Spider-Man, just it was more Ultimate Spider-Man at the time. And that's why I like it, because it's like the Spider-Man I kind of recognize more from the comics. But I also think he looks, I like the size of him, because like he's a teenager and he's supposed to be that small, but I just don't like like he doesn't have like butterfly joints and things that. And I also think his paint could be better because it looks kind of too dark for me, you know?
Yeah, I haven't really seen the figure like in first hand, but I have seen reviews and stuff about it. I feel like in a way it's kind of an upgrade to the Pizza Spidey, especially with the leg articulation. You can actually spread it out like a lot more. They actually fixed that from the 12-inch version of the Pizza Spidey and the regular 6-inch one. But the only thing I don't really like about it is the size is good, but I feel like it could have been like a tiny little bit more bigger. And the lack of butterfly joints is also a big reason why I kind of don't like it too. Yeah. But they've said before that figure reviewers and stuff, that the arm joints, when you press them in like good enough, they basically act like a butterfly joint, and they're actually sometimes like better.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, that like they had the same range. But another thing I didn't like that you just mentioned but I can't remember it now. What was I gonna say? You said it wasn't about the size.
The butterfly joint.
No, not the butterfly joint. Oh no, about the leg articulation. Yeah, it is a little bit more than the Pizza Spideys, but I still don't think it's like that much more to like really make that much of a difference. And I feel like it could have been like splits, like the ones that came out, the Future Foundations, Spider-Man, and the Big Time Spider-Man,
and kind of like the Spectacular Spider-Man with the Marvel Select.
Yeah, like those could go like splits, and that's what I'm wanting them to do that, because they had it before for the old Spider-Man sculpt,
the McFarlane Spidey.
Yeah, and all that, but they just don't have it anymore, which makes me kind of mad, because like that's what Spider-Man needs right now.
Especially the ankle rocker pivots that you love.
Yeah, you need those. But that's the good thing. Everything has ankle rockers now. True. It's making like Glenn Webb like really wet and happy.
Oh, but have you seen the Space Venom?
Yeah, I saw that.
What do you think of it?
I don't know. I haven't really read anything on Space Venom through the comics. And that's my dog. Hold up.
What is Chewie's opinion on it? He's going rabid.
He really doesn't like it.
He doesn't like the space Venom.
So yeah, I didn't really care for it. I didn't even really know about it. So yeah, I really don't have no opinion on it, honestly. But it's kind of weird for me, like seeing Venom like that, because I'm used to him being like all creepy and stuff, and this guy just looks like weird to me. You know, doesn't really look like a Venom, but like Agent Venom. That kind of took that step towards there, but I actually liked how his costume looked and things like that.
Me too.
And I think I like that character more too because I've read the comics on it, like the Guardians of the Galaxy ones. And yeah, he's a really cool character in that too.
Overall, I think this wave was actually really good, especially with the introduction of bringing back Electro.
Yeah.
And they redesigned his suit a little bit to make it a little bit more modern. I don't like the head sculpt that it comes packaged with. But the alternate head one is like the OG one, and that one looks really good. Like I actually really like how it looks.
That's the one I like. Yeah.
The only thing I don't like about it is like the lack of interchangeable hands.
Yeah.
It's like stock with like the static. It's a cool effect, but
that's what I was gonna say too. It's kind of annoying. Like he's always using the static and things like that. I wish they just gave him like normal hands, like fists or something.
True. All right, so that was a good wave. Another wave that came out is also the Civil War wave, which is I own like a little, like I think like a quarter of the wave with just owning Captain America and Iron Man. And for me, I really like the sculpted Iron Man, and I'm going to compare it to the Marvel Select one. We're going to talk about the Select one a little bit later, but for right now we're just going to talk about the Legends. The sculpt for the Marvel Legends Iron Man looks really good, and like for me, like it looks so good, especially being my first Marvel Legends figure, but not my first like figure, but it's my first like Marvel Legends one. It looks amazing, and also the Captain America is just a reuse mold of the Age of Ultron, and I think it's the same sculpt from the Age of Ultron and the Winter Soldier, but just like his deco is just painted darker.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the thing with Marvel Select. I really like their sculpts. Like their articulation isn't as good, but it's getting way better. Like I remember before, their figures sucked. Like I bought this Superior Spider-Man from Marvel Select a couple years back, and the articulation was horrible. And
I feel like those Marvel Selects are more like statues, if anything.
Yeah, that's why I feel like they were more for the sculpt, and they didn't really care about articulation. But now they're seeing how much people are appreciating both, and I think they're trying to get into the realm of like having their figures more articulated.
Their first like kickoff for that is the Spectacular Spider-Man, the one I'm gonna get like soon. Are you gonna get it?
Yeah, I'm planning on getting it.
Yeah, me too. Like. That's like the big start, and especially this Captain America one. It hasn't come out yet. It's going to be coming out, I think, later on this month. They said July, so... Going back to the sculpt being good, I did buy a Captain America in GameStop, Marvel Select, and it's standing on my desk, and it looks amazing, but the articulation's like really trash, to be honest.
Which one? The Bucky cap?
No, it's like this one comic cap. He's holding a pistol and stuff. It's like on like a thing. But
go.
Yeah. All right, okay. But the thing about the upcoming Civil War, like Marvel Select, is that let's just compare them between the Marvel Legends stuff, at least what we know of. The sculpt for it looks really good. My only complaint is with Iron Man. I feel like his shoulders are like you have the pictures with you, right, on Skype. Yeah, I feel like
the Marvel Select ones. Yeah, his shoulders are too down, right?
Yeah, I feel like, especially comparing it to the Marvel Legends one.
Yeah, the Marvel Legends one looks more like he's in a suit because it's bulky, and this one looks like
a robot.
Yeah, this one looks like it has too much of a slope to it. No.
Yeah. That's one of my biggest complaints, but the sculpt and like how it's like decoed out. It looks more accurate to the movie compared to the Marvel Legends one, because the Marvel Legends one, you know how his suit lights up more with blue because it's like the bleeding edge suit. The Marvel Select one looks like they have more of like the lights but painted on, and the Marvel Select one really lacks on that too.
Yeah, the paint is way better on this one, but we'll have to see about articulation. I don't really know anything about it, but I know for sure probably the Marvel Legends one is going to be in articulation. Because seeing his elbows already look like they're single jointed, right?
Yeah, they are. I think.
Yeah.
For sure.
So yeah, that's already like a negative for many people.
Yeah.
But still, the sculpt looks very, very good.
Another negative I want to touch on is that a lack of accessories. They only come with
2 hands.
alternate hands and like the base.
Yeah,
like,
that sucks. They should give some effect pieces or something. You know?
I know. Especially because Marvel Select is also known for accessories too, and the fact that they're like not adding as much as they could have, it's kind of like a downgrade from the Marvel Legends.
Yeah, it is, and I feel like they should have just gave them, if they were gonna give us at least just 2 hands, make one like the shooting hand, you know, when he uses his repulsor blast instead of the relaxed hands. Yeah.
So moving on from Iron Man, we have Captain America, which no problem in the sculpt. The sculpt looks amazing for me. Like for me, it looks amazing, especially with the alternate hands being like the same ones that we got for the Age of Ultron Marvel Legends. He's got the throwing hands for when he's like holding the shield, and he also has a clenched fist and like relaxed hands. My only complaint is that it's single jointed, as we touched on earlier. The only problem for me, it is I feel like the color of the suit is a little brighter.
Oh, like, really?
That's what I feel like. If you like look and compare it to the movie and the Marvel Legends, I feel like the suit is like lighter.
Yeah, I agree on that. I feel like the Marvel Legends ones is darker in color, but I actually prefer the color on this Marvel Select one.
Yeah, I kind of do too.
Yeah, it looks more realistic to me, you know.
And like another big thing about the Marvel Legends, comparing it to Captain America with Legends and Select, is that the shield for the Legends is huge. Like for me, it's like it should have been smaller.
You think so?
Especially comparing it to the Marvel Select Cap. Like his shield, it looks like really proportionate. And then the Marvel Legends one, like his shield looks like big on him. Like I have him displayed with my Iron Man, and his shield is like giant.
Yeah, that's the thing. They always screw up on the shields a lot. For Captain America, they either give him really big shields or really small shields.
I think the only good one was the Wolf Cap.
Yeah,
that was like the only one that actually was proportionate. You know what's funny is that the Captain America I mentioned earlier that I have, the Select one. It's 7 inches, and its shield is the same size as the Marvel Legends one.
Yeah, that shows how big it's gonna be on it. It's probably like you can't even see the figure when it's posed because of the shield.
Yeah. And then moving down to the last but not least, Marvel Select Bucky, Winter Soldier.
Wait,
from Civil
let
War.
me get this out of the way first.
What?
This Winter Soldier looks like Snape.
He does.
I'm sorry, I just don't really like the face sculpt. It looks like
I know his head. He looks like Undertaker.
Yeah. I think they gave him too much of a big and like popped forehead. He kind of looks like a caveman, you know, like a Neanderthal.
That's so true. Let's just talk about the positives first. His sculpt is pretty good. His arm. Okay, I'm trying to think of all the good about this. His sculpt looks good. The painting is alright. Let's just go back to the negatives about this figure because there's a lot.
All right, we don't really have it, so we can't judge it too bad. But looking at it, the positives I see, it looks like the paint is good. I could see some, like his whole suit's basically black, but you could see there's a top coat of like some white, so it makes it look more realistic. You see that like in the Kringles?
Yeah.
Like in the what's the
Wrinkles?
Yeah. You can, yeah. You can see there's like some white put on it, and the metal arm looks like it's a good paint. It's shiny because the old Winter Soldier that released, I feel like the arm was too dark.
Yeah.
That was Select released.
It was kind of like the Marvel Legends Colossus.
Yeah, exactly. And it looks good. I just don't really like the face sculpt. And another bad thing about that I see about it too is his legs. I don't ever really like those joints. They just look unnatural. Yeah.
I feel like his metal arm is thin, like thinner than it should be, isn't it?
Yeah, it does. Like the metal arm looks really, really thin.
Any redeeming factors? He does come with the accessory of the AK and the grenade launcher that he uses in the movie, alternate hand, and the base, which is not a lot, but then again, it's like it's better than nothing.
It's what you expect, you know.
Yeah. So this wave is supposed to come out this month. I'm most likely not gonna pick it up. What about you?
The select ones, I feel like I'm probably not gonna pick them up either. I feel like I'll give this a pass, and because I also have my eyes on other selects that I'd rather have than these, you know. But yeah, I'll probably, I feel like if I would get one, I'd get the Iron Man.
For me, if I were to get one, I'd probably get the Captain America because he's my favorite superhero. You know, kind of biased, but yeah. For me, I'm gonna give it a pass. I think the prices will eventually go up, but as of right now, they still have a lot of stock. They're not sold out anywhere, at least as far as I know. So let's move on from Marvel Select, and let's go to the X-Men wave of Marvel Legends.
Okay.
Alright, so some of these parts are reused from old Marvel Select, or Marvel Legends, I mean. I have to get used to saying Legends now. Some of the molds are actually the same thing, but I think no, actually most of them are like the same thing, but however they have like a new paint job and stuff. And the one I want to touch on specifically, since we're talking about the X-Men wave, is the Wolverine and the Deadpool.
Yeah, the two big guys, like the most popular ones you could say, not counting Rouge or Rogue.
Let's see. The Deadpool is sold out everywhere. Like we talked about this like earlier, but it's sold out everywhere online.
Yeah.
At least as far as I know, I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah, Deadpool has a big fan base of like loyal fanboys
and prepubescent teens.
Yeah, you know.
The generic stuff.
Like, because usually a lot of Marvel Legends collectors are gonna buy these, but not only that, now you have the collectors. And usually, like, people who really don't give a crap about superheroes, like Deadpool, the most out of everyone, and they're probably gonna keep their eye out for him too. So, right now, he's probably has like the most, like, I guess, like the most self factor out of everyone from the wave. And I feel like second to that is Wolverine, since he's the most iconic X-Men of them all.
Yeah. Does Deadpool? No, Deadpool doesn't come with any Juggernaut parts.
No, he doesn't, but he comes with a lot of accessories.
I know, I'm seeing them. Oh, dude, there's so much. But the thing is about the accessories,
they don't look all that good.
Yeah, they don't look good. But other than his katanas and the taco and his head sculpt,
for me, the taco looks like the best out of all of them. Yeah. But
like they're all missing so much.
And the
detail.
Head sculpt looks good too.
Yeah, the head sculpt.
The mask one, that one looks good. But other than that, the other ones look kind of cheap, and like the paint looks
like dollar store.
There's no paint on it. It's just like the pure plastic, and yeah, it's just really cheap.
They just got it from the dollar store.
Yeah, they look like dollar store guns, and we should be getting better since we're paying like $20 for these figures. I mean, at least put some paint on the guns, you know.
This was when was the last time a Deadpool came out for Marvel Legends? Or just a figure in general?
One, I think, was the one that came with, in a set. It was like the X-Men Deadpool. Like the alternate costume one, I think was the last one. I'm not actually sure. Because I haven't really been paying attention to like Deadpool. But
another redeeming factor about this Deadpool is that he's like, his sculpt is reused from a really good figure. I think it was...
it's the Bucky cap.
Yeah. Yeah, it's reused from it.
Almost like 80% of the figures reuse the Bucky cap mold.
True.
So, and it's not bad. It's a pretty good mold. And yeah, I don't blame them for like reusing it, but I kind of saw it coming.
Yeah.
That they're gonna reuse it.
The good thing about it too is that it's not like, especially comparing it to the Marvel Select one, you know, the ones we saw at Comic-Con with like its shoulders popping out. Like this one is more like his body mold is reused, and it's actually like a really good one too.
Are you talking about the Toy Biz one?
I think so.
Yeah,
that's the one I meant.
That's that. I think that's the first like highly articulated Deadpool figure, and back in the old Marvel Legend days.
Well, for now, we should be happy that we have a new Deadpool. Unfortunately, it needs a new sculpt, and some of the paint job I heard is not great. But I mean, when are we gonna get another Deadpool? You know, probably in like 2 years when Deadpool 2 comes out or something.
Who knows? Right now, since Deadpool, yeah, like you just said, Deadpool right now is getting his own movies, and they're seeing how popular he's become. Maybe they're gonna start making more Deadpools like they have with Spider-Man. Because Spider-Man's like a really big hero that's been popular recently, and it feels like every once in a while there's a new Spider-Man come out.
Yeah. Alright, let's go talk about the Wolverine, which is not that much to talk about. I believe he is using the same mold as something else. I forgot which one. Or I think it's an entirely new one.
I must say this now. I actually really like the Wolverine. I like how it looks. I just wish for one thing, and that's an alternate head, like a Logan head, like an unmasked head, you know?
When was the last time there was an unmasked one with Logan?
I think there was an exclusive one before. Don't quote me on this, I'm not sure. But I feel like it's kind of been a while since we got an unmasked head. But it would have been good if they just threw it in there, because, I mean, like, you know, because, like, Wolverine is also known a lot for not wearing his mask and also wearing it too, so.
True. It should have came with that as well, because it's really lacking accessories. All it comes with the Juggernaut head and his alternate hands, and that's it. But this figure is actually really good. It's one of the better, the best ones, actually. I've seen a couple people say that this is their new favorite Wolverine figure now.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, unless you want to talk about something else other way.
I was gonna talk about the Wolverine. I like the Wolverine too, because it reminds me a lot of a Wolverine I had when I was a kid too, because it had the same color scheme as this one with the brown, but I think mine was more orange. And I remember it had like the pop out claws. And one time I went with it to the park, and I was in the monkey bars, and it fell out of my pocket and broke. And I was like so sad. And I might pick up this Wolverine just to like make my child self happy.
All right. Anything else you want to add to the wave, or do you want to move on?
Yeah, most of the figures look good. I'm gonna be honest right now. I'm not the biggest X-Men fan. I might have been when I was smaller. Hold on. But I'm recording a video. Show up, Anto.
Oh.
Alright, okay. And so I don't really know most of these characters. I know some of them from the TV show that used to go on. But other than that, I don't really read X-Men comics or anything like that. So I can't really comment on the other ones. But for the Rouge, or the Rogue, however it's pronounced, I think it looks good, because it looks like the one I remember from the cartoon. And yeah, it looks good. And the other one, what's his name? Blizzard? The transparent one?
Iceman?
Iceman? That's what's his name? Iceman. That one looks really cool. I don't know, I'm just a sucker for transparent plastic. And he looks really cool. And yeah, most of these guys look really cool. The other one, Kitty Pryde, what's her name?
I think so.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't know about her. It doesn't really interest me, but maybe she's a popular character. I couldn't really say much about her.
Alright. So, now we're gonna probably move on to our second to last thing related to Marvel Legends, and that is going back to Civil War. now we're gonna be talking the 3-pack that is exclusive to EE, I believe. The Marvel Legends 3-pack of Civil War with the battle damage and alternate heads of Iron Man and Captain America. And the best part about this set is the Tom Holland Spider-Man. So, look at the link I sent you on Skype.
No, I already got pictures up of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, here.
So, this time I'm gonna go first and give out my opinions on it and stuff.
Alright.
First I want to talk about the bad, which is usually kind of touchy. For me, the bad is his neck. It's kind of like the same problem with the Marvel Select Iron Man that we talked about earlier, and also the Wolverine. I feel like his neck is like his shoulders and neck, like how they connect, is kind of like unproportionate. You know, like I don't know how to explain it, but let's see. The paint looks pretty good. For me, I'm not a huge fan about sculpted line work with Spider-Man figures. I'd rather have them like the flat, kind of like the Pizza Spidey. But the bad thing about it is that it sometimes ruins the paint job, or sometimes the paint job's a little more sloppy than it could have been because it's sculpted line work, you know. And the other bad thing is no alternate hands. That's the my biggest problem. Like,
it didn't really come with any accessories.
I know, he only his only accessory with quotes is the Captain America shield.
But it's not actually his, it's actually Captain America's. And they just posed it with him in the box, but he really doesn't have any accessories.
I just feel like they could have added just an alternate fist and a flipping hand for his left. But other than that, the paint job looks pretty decent. And let's talk about the goods. So the good thing I really like about it is the butterfly joints. They're bringing it back for this Spider-Man. And another good thing about it is that it's a completely new mold. I don't think I've seen this mold anywhere.
No, it's completely new.
Yeah, it's good. I was gonna say it was the Pizza Spidey mold, but with just a deco.
No,
but it's
smaller.
Actually sculpted in line work, and it's like his arm joints are smaller, or like they're thin, kind of like the Ultimate Spider-Man.
Yeah. And can I make my comments on it now?
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna say this as a warning before I say my comments. I don't mean to trigger anyone. It is my opinion. But I actually think this 3-pack is shit. And
I kind of do too.
Yeah. The reason I think that is because the Spider-Man is cool and all, and they knew they were gonna. Hasbro knew that Spider-Man is really popular and he's gonna sell like candy. So they said they're being greedy and decided to bump up the price. This is, I think, $70.
Is it really? I thought it was 60.
No, it's 70.
Oh my god.
Just to get Spider-Man, because they know how popular he is, and he knows there's gonna be people who are gonna buy this set just for Spider-Man, and they don't give a crap about Iron Man and Captain America. And I think you said everything there is to say about the Spider-Man, but I'm gonna comment on Captain America and Iron Man. I feel like the battle damage doesn't look good. I feel like they look like shit stains on like Captain America.
It looks like you dropped it in the mud and you just picked it back up.
It really does, and it just doesn't look good. I feel like I could have done a better job at it with like a airbrush or something. It's like, I don't know. It just looks weird to me. It doesn't look good. I don't like it. And the other bad thing about it is just so they could add these like. Literally, they look like ink spots, like black marks.
Yeah.
They just, I don't even think they have extra sculpt in them, do they? To like show damage? It's just paint, right?
No, it's nothing new.
Yeah, it's just paint, and that's what I don't like. Because it basically is really cheap, you know? And on top of that, they also I saw a review on these guys, I think just yesterday. They took paint away from the original figures. If you put them side by side, the paint from the original release, there's more of, and it's better.
What?
And with these, it's worse, and it's just like really crap. It's really bad. Yeah.
So, no one is exclusive to this website.
Yeah, that's why. And like, you know, the Spider-Man is cool. I really hope it comes out for a single release eventually.
I think
But
next year when Homecoming comes out,
yeah,
we'll get
as
it
for right now, I think this is the only way you could get it, which is really sad because you could either pay large amounts to get in this 3-pack, or probably some scalper on eBay is gonna sell it for even a larger amount.
Yeah. For me, the only thing that's like redeeming about it, besides Spider-Man, is the accessories for Iron Man.
Iron Man, yeah.
Like he has like extra blasts, but then again, they're just repaints of the original ones that came in for the Civil War wave.
Yeah. Wait, for the ones you have, the Iron Man, it came with both of these, or did it just come with the orange ones?
It only came with the blue ones.
Oh, really? It doesn't come with the orange ones?
Nope. It only came with the arm, I believe.
Oh, but I mean, it's not really that much of a big deal. Like, I know it's a little add-on, but I don't think it's worth the $70 either way.
The only like other thing is the alternate heads.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that too right now. I'm like, but the alternate heads is that, but I still don't really like how they look.
I know.
I don't think they look anything like Robert Downey Jr. or like
Chris Evans.
I
know. I feel like they could have done better again, but this wave was kind of rushed because I feel like they didn't have the rights to Spider-Man just yet, and then like they just got it, and the first thing they did was started making like a new sculpt and stuff, and then they decided to like push this out.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I feel like the Spider-Man head looks too elongated. I feel like it should have been more circular, because that's how it was in the movie. His head kind of looked like more circular, and this one looks kind of weird. It looks like he has a really big chin.
His size is really good though.
Yeah, his size is good. But overall, I really like the Spider-Man figure. It looks fairly good. Yeah.
But it's not worth $70 though.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it though. Yeah. Unless maybe you're planning on like getting Spider-Man and hopefully someone's willing to buy off like the Iron Man and Captain America.
Yeah.
But they're really crap figures. I don't know who would. Unless you sell them for like really cheap, you know. But
the funny thing is, I was considering buying this set.
Yeah, I was too, honestly, because I really wanted the Spider-Man, but
me too.
I thought about it, and it's just not worth it.
I know. For me, I hesitated a lot, so I decided to just order Iron Man and Captain America from the last wave, the Civil War one, like separately. So I'm gonna hold off about Spider-Man, and hopefully next year Marvel Legends will make a Homecoming Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so then
of course they will, but if you're patient, I feel like giving this a pass.
Yeah.
And if you're not, I mean, it's your money, it's your choice. You make the call.
And now the last thing I want to talk about is Oh yeah.
Before we switch over, since we're in the topic of Civil War, have you seen the Civil War Winter Soldier? That's a Walmart exclusive.
I don't think so.
Yeah, a Walmart exclusive one just came out. I think it should be hitting the stores, or should be in stores now. And honestly, I actually kind of like how it looks.
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, but maybe we could talk about that some other times, like you haven't really seen it, so we could talk about it. But I just wanted to mention it, you know?
I'm seeing it right now.
Oh, you are?
Yeah. It doesn't look that bad, actually.
Yeah, it looks pretty good.
I mean, I feel like, well, the only... well, it's Marvel Legends, and they're not known for making the best of head sculpts and stuff that are accurate to the movie. But this one doesn't look that bad, but then again, the ones I'm looking at is probably the prototype.
And
the good thing about it is that it doesn't come with a giant forehead.
yeah.
Like
I prefer this one over the Select one. I just don't really like the Select one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also, isn't Falcon also Walmart exclusive?
Yeah, he is.
But no one cares about Falcon.
Yeah. Yeah, but I don't give a shit about Falcon.
The only thing I kind of wish he came with was the assault rifle that he had, the AK with the rocket launcher, the grenade launcher.
Yeah.
Like in the movie. He only comes with the pistol and a knife. But still, it's not terrible.
I don't know if he comes with more accessories, but that's what it looks like he's coming with.
Yeah. Not that bad. I'm probably going to pass on it. Actually, I don't know. I kind of want to get it just to make a display of Cap and... Cap and Iron Man, like, you know. duking it out.
Yeah, that's why I was mentioning it, because I feel like you'd want to get this one because it'd match your display, and you could have like the final scene of the movie right there, completed.
For me, it's TBC or TBD, to be decided. I'm not sure if I want it now yet. Thanks for bringing it up, dude. I might actually consider picking it up. Alright, now moving on to the final topic on Marvel Legends before we start heading off to Nintendo stuff. So, Comic-Con's around the corner, and of course, with every Comic-Con, there's always got to be exclusives to it too, because it's San Diego.
Yeah.
So what they're doing now is they're doing a complete set of, I believe, the Sinister Six, but they're missing Hobgoblin, Electro, and one more. I forgot. I don't know his name, but they're making a Comic-Con exclusive of these figures, along with Spider-Man actually in it too.
Oh, but Hobgoblin isn't there.
Hmm?
It seems like Hobgoblin is there, isn't it? Or is that
he
just
is,
in
but
the
he's
art?
not a. He's not a figure.
Oh yeah, I'm just looking at the art right now.
Yeah.
Let me actually see the figure.
See, the figures that come with
is that the Ultimate Green Goblin or Abomination?
It's Abomination. It's the Build-A-Figure too.
Oh yeah, it is. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. I kind of feel like they were gonna do a new sculpt, but the fact that they actually put the entire Build-A-Figure with the new deco of paint and stuff, it actually looks really awesome.
What is this supposed to be? The Sinister Six?
I think so. Let's see. The figures that it comes with is Enchantress, I think that's how you pronounce her name, Dread Knight, Zebediah Kilgrave, the Purple Man, Sand from Sandman, it's Sandman with like his, basically like his sand farm.
Yeah, sand farm.
Spider-Man, and the Abomination Build-A-Figure.
So are these all basically repaints?
Yeah, they're all exclusive. But I think the not the Iron Man, the Spider-Man head sculpt is new, but I think the body mold is Pizza Spidey.
I was gonna say that this Spider-Man looks like it's the 12-inch Spider-Man, but in 6-inch form.
It does, actually.
Now that I look at it. And most of these figures look like repaints or reuse of other body molds, like the Purple Man looks like it's Chameleon's body mold, doesn't it?
It does, actually.
Yeah, I think it is, actually. And I'm guessing Sandman's probably a repaint. Or I'm not sure if we've had a Sandman before, have we? Like, that uses this body?
I think Toy Biz did make one, but...
So is this like a new Sandman or a repaint?
I'm trying to read up on this. I think this is like the first version of it, and they're gonna re-release it.
Do like the normal version, right? Alright, that's cool. I like that. So you're getting one new sculpt then.
True.
I'm like, cause the Abomination looks reused.
Yeah, it is reused. It's just a different color now.
The other one looks like it's Chameleon, and which one's the green lady?
Enchantress.
Enchantress. I'm not sure about that one, but I know the effect parts are reused from Doctor Strange, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of looks like the blue one.
Yeah.
I don't know, but it's scaly thing. Is it the Hobgoblin mode? Like body?
I think it is, actually.
I'm not sure.
Is it?
I don't know.
How did you bring it up? It actually kind of looks identical. I think the belt is new, but the body, like besides legs. The cape. Actually, I think the cape's the same too. Nice for pointing it out. I don't
know, because the cape is ripped up for the Hobgoblin, so I don't think the cape's the same.
Oh yeah, and also like the
body.
The buttons like around its neck is brand new too, so the cape is new, but I feel like the body mold is just a Hobgoblin.
It looks like at least the legs, the arms, and like the torso look reused.
Yeah, that's a good one pointing it out. Any last things you want to say about this exclusive?
I just want that Spider-Man. I actually really like how that Spider-Man looks.
I think we have to wait till a scalper resells it, or maybe there's a slight chance they might resell it, but I doubt
right now they're putting Spider-Man in all like the sets, you know?
I know.
I feel like right now your best bet would just be getting that Ultimate Spider-Man, and that's actually not half bad. I'd get it. I still haven't actually seen it in stores, but if
Me neither, I haven't seen it.
Stores, I feel like I would end up buying it.
I might, but I think I'm gonna get the Spectacular Spider-Man for Marvel Select though.
Yeah, I agree.
Also, yeah, I think it is. The Spider-Man that they have is just a new head sculpt. I think it's just like a smaller scale of the 12-inch, but the body mold looks identical to the Pizza Spidey.
Mm-hmm.
And his arms, I think he has... oh, no, never mind. That was just a defect or something. But yeah, I actually like the Spider-Man. And the biggest downside about this Spider-Man, ironically enough, it has the same problems as the Civil War 3-pack Spider-Man, where it comes with no accessories and no alternate hands. So one hand, his right one again, is just flipping.
Who knows if this is the same body mold as this Pizza Spider-Man? That means you could probably use the same alternate hands from the Pizza Spidey with this one.
I think it is. I just think
it looks like the same body mold because it looks like it has that long torso and stuff. Yeah, I just think the head sculpt is new and the paint is different.
Yeah,
it's a darker blue. I'm not too sure about the red, but I think it is a darker red too.
Anything else you want to add, or?
No, I think that's about it for this set. That covers it.
Alright. Last but not least, before we move on from Marvel-related topics, San Diego Comic-Con is also going to get another exclusive thing, which is the Hydra Captain America Lego.
Oh, yeah.
But no one cares.
Hey, Lego collectors do.
Hey, true.
How are you gonna say that when I have my Chrome Stormtrooper right here standing on my computer?
So before we head off to Nintendo related stuff, let's do some Marvel's Legends predictions about next year or like waves to come that we don't know about. So you want to start with this one?
Yes.
Oi.
So figures that haven't been announced and that we want, basically, like predictions. Or just what we think they're gonna
just what
release.
We want or something like that.
Or what you actually think they're gonna release, because I'm not sure what they would release.
Me neither.
Because I actually don't have any predictions, and right now my want list has been cleared because of that Punisher.
Yeah. I feel like, I don't know, it's just a gut feeling. I feel like later on throughout the year they're gonna re-release the Civil War Spidey, but add like a new coat of paint and make it its own standalone thing. But
yeah, I feel like maybe when Homecoming comes out, they're gonna release either the same Spidey or a different painted Spidey. That, and who knows if they're gonna end up releasing the Daredevil from the TV show.
Oh yeah. That's also something else we need to take into consideration.
Because they still haven't released that. I don't think any figures about that.
Well, I don't think they ever made a figure related to anything from TV.
Yeah, that's why.
Who knows? So,
because it's part of the MCU, right?
Yeah, they are actually canon to the MCU.
That's why.
But I don't know why they never made some. I
guess if you're a show, you're not good enough to get a figure.
True. I'm doing recordando.
Alright, so is that it?
So that's about it about Marvel.
Now Nintendo? Alright, did you get my link to that website?
I'm about to check it right now, boy.
Go to that one and you'll scroll down and they're showing a Jack specific 2.5 inch.
Oh yeah. So just like what we did for Marvel Legends, we're gonna talk about the waves that came out earlier this year.
Yeah.
And the ones that we know are gonna come out. Oh my.
Okay,
Ooh.
I could start this out if you want.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, ready? Alright, so now we're gonna be moving on to the world of Nintendo figures, and this is a line I've actually been collecting. I haven't been collecting all of them, just the ones I want, basically. And we're gonna talk about the ones that have been recently released, and one that has recently been released, like the most recent one, I think, is the Shadow Link figure that came out, Spencer's exclusive one. And the thing about this one is, I'm not buying it.
Really?
Only because it's basically just fully painted black with just light shades of black and chrome for like the shield and sword and red in the eyes. And the other part is that Spencer's it's selling it for $20.
What?
That's twice the price of the original figure.
But
All
you have to
because
take into
it's
consideration
Spencer's.
that it's the thing you have to take in consideration is that it's a repaint,
Yeah.
which is like it's kind of dumb. It's a repaint, which is to be
it's a
expected,
repaint,
but it's
which is
exclusive
cheaper.
too.
Yeah, it is exclusive, but it's not all that cool of an exclusive, you know?
In some
Like,
certain circumstances, I can
I
see
saw
that.
a review of it, and you can't even really see the red eyes all that good. It's literally just it literally just looks like someone dipped the Link figure in like they spilled it in black paint and then took it out, and that's about it. And I don't know. I would buy it honestly if it was cheaper, but for $20, I don't know. It like made me lose my interest. Like I was interested,
man.
and then when I heard the price point, I was like, yeah, I don't want it anymore.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
Yeah.
The twin, yeah, that kind of drew me away about it. Actually, for me
Yeah,
too.
and that, and I hate walking into Spencer's because it smells like toxic. Like,
You get plus 10 reds.
like some poison shit somewhere around there. I don't know. When I walk into Spencer's, I feel like I get some like a little bit of cancer developing in my lungs. Like every time I'm in it. Like who knows? You know, man. That cheap plastic from their like all their prankster items.
So, speaking of Legend of Zelda related stuff, the RAH, aka Real Action Heroes, are making Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Link.
Oh yeah, that it looks really
man.
good.
It looks
I'm
so
looking
sick.
at it. It looks really good. I love how the shield looks. The paint on it looks really nice. Like you could see like all the symbols on it. Like the eye, it looks kind of like an Shikai eye.
Mm-hmm.
And the gold in the middle looks very nice. It looks like antiqued. And yeah, it looks very nice figure. And it looks like it also comes with a couple of accessories because we could see a bow behind it and arrows. Are those arrows right there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, arrows. Of course, the sword. I'm not sure if it's gonna be the Master Sword or like the sword, just a regular sword. Since you're getting like a regular shield, but either way, it's nice because I think we already got a Skyward Sword Link from Real.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, and that one could be your regular Link, and this one could be like basically your Wild Link, you know, from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah. If to those of you who don't already know, Real Action Heroes is basically the equivalent to Hot Toys, but for video game related stuff. And the as Maui said before, they made a Skyward Sword Link, and it was phenomenal. It was really good. The articulation, I believe, was this is identical to the to Hot Toys, and this one I feel like is no different, but it's gonna be better if anything.
Yeah, I say if you have the money, pick it up for sure. They're really very beautiful figures, and they will look good on your shelves and stuff, and they'll just attract a lot of eyes to it. And yeah, they look really well made. I like them.
So moving on, to those of you who don't already know, unless you want to say something else.
No, you go. What were you gonna say?
So this year is the 25th anniversary of Sonic, which is I'm a fan of Sonic.
Yeah.
They're releasing some goods. Of course, it's to be expected. This has happened in 20-year anniversary, but the 20-year one was a huge one. So they're releasing some new stuff. They're releasing a new statue, which I might consider buying. Actually, I think I might for sure. This classic Sonic statue looks so sick. Like, it looks amazing. I don't know if you're gonna buy it. Are you gonna get it, or are you gonna pass?
I think it looks like a really nice statue, but I'm not all that into like Sonic merchandise.
Yeah.
Even though I main them in Smash and everything, I just like it depends on the price. If it's not too pricey,
Yeah, for me, if it's $20, I'm gonna get it for sure.
yeah. If it's $20, and I feel like it might be maybe even $35, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I might get it. but if it's any more expensive than that, I just really don't care for it.
Yeah. So they're releasing a new line of plushes, and seeing the plushes now, they're not.
Yeah, I don't
good.
like them. Eggman looks funny as hell.
I know. I have the 20th anniversary classic Sonic and classic Tails plushes, but those were actually really good. They were made by Jazzwares. I think.
Yeah.
I don't think they're.
Jazzwares.
Yeah, they're not made by Jazzwares anymore.
By Jazzwares.
By Jazzwares.
And yeah, I don't like the material that they use for the plushes.
It
like
looks
the shiny finish. I don't like that.
I feel like
they
they're
look
not.
like
Just
cheap carnival toys, you know, because usually carnival toys, the ones that you get, like you win for free, have that finish to them, you know.
I feel like most of it's not even like plush, or like I don't know like how to say like the soft material inside. I feel like the whole thing is made out of just like beans, like, you know.
Yeah.
It just looks like it.
I don't know. I feel like it is soft material though, but it's not cotton. It's kind of like that stringy. I don't know what's that called. Is it polyester? Like
I don't know.
you know what I'm talking about, the
Yeah.
stringy ones, like the stringy stuffing. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna be that. And I'm not the biggest fan of collecting plushes either, so I really don't care about these plushes too. Like if I care more about like figures and stuff because I like displaying on my shelves. And for me, I don't know, I feel like plushes just get too filthy because of the dust and everything, and I don't know, they're just too much of a hassle for me to own. For me to own, even though I still sound like a child saying that.
Oh, that sucks. I just read something.
What?
The classic Sonic
UFO
statue.
catches.
Huh?
They're UFO catches. I know, I just read that too.
Oh, that blows.
I was-
Hopefully, someone resells it for cheap.
Wait, I feel like they will. Because
Hopefully.
a while ago, what company is making this? I'm not sure, but this statue looks really similar to this one statue I got of Boomerang Mario that was also a UFO catcher prize. And I remember those were resold on eBay for only $15.
Really? Also, this is probably the same thing then.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping because if it is a UFO catcher, I'm sure it's only going to come out in Japan. And the thing about Japan is they have a lot of UFO catchers, so it's probably going to be really common there. So of course we'll probably end up seeing it in like eBay, Amazon, and hopefully they're for good prices too.
True. Oh yeah, you know, first four figures. Yeah, they're making a Samus. First four figures. She looks great.
Samus Aran or in her armor?
In her armor.
I haven't seen that.
This is just promotion art. You don't really see it, or at least I don't think so. It doesn't look that bad. It actually looks really good. There's nothing really much to talk about other than it's Samus. You already know how the suit looks and everything.
Yeah, and talking about Nintendo and like how we were originally talking about like the things that came out during the year. Sorry, I had a burp. Let's talk about the minifigures that are gonna come out because I don't really feel like talking about what's already come.
Yeah,
that's kind of old news. But right here, I'm looking at pictures of the minifigures that are gonna come out, and the first ones they show are the ones that came out for this summer. And the thing is, they're going up in price, which I don't like. But
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, still they're pretty good. But it seems like in September we're gonna get a 2.5-inch Metroid minifigure, Tanuki Mario, Bob, Tom Nook, Orange Squid minifigure from Splatoon, but right here it says Super Mario, which is weird. And
You're fired, Night Ram.
Yeah. And the red minifigure, the Yoshi red minifigure, and Ice Mario and Fire Luigi, which I thought those already came out.
I believe these already came out.
Yeah.
Most of them did.
But they came out like in Walmarts and stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
Which is weird because the red Pikmin already came out too from the last wave, but I'm guessing now it's coming out like in Toys R Us and stuff, in like these waves. Because I don't know, it's weird. Because I saw the red Pikmin. I know for sure that one was out in like Walmarts and stuff like a year ago. And also the Ice Mario and Fire Luigi, but I'm guessing they're out again. I'm not sure.
I think they're doing a re-release.
I guess so. Yeah. And in winter, we're gonna get the green squid from Splatoon, a KK Slider minifigure, which is awesome. It comes with a little guitar, which looks cool. A blooper, a toad, and a bone piranha plant, which sounds cool and looks cool.
I don't think they've ever made a bone piranha plant.
Yeah, they haven't.
This is the first.
And it's funny how we're getting a bunch of squids. We're getting bloopers and the
Because are you a kid or a squid?
Yeah, the squidlings and stuff. It's cool.
There's not really news about the next wave of 4-inch or 6-inch figures.
Not that I can see. So right now I'm looking at the first 4 figures, Samus. But other than that, I haven't seen any news of upcoming 4-inch figures.
Yeah. Something else we could talk about is the Mario Hot Wheels set.
Oh yeah. I don't really care about that.
I don't mean neither. I don't think anyone really does.
Yeah, let's not talk about that.
Bowser looks pretty dumb. Just look at the Mario and Luigi's. Oh my god. It looks so gross.
I've only seen a couple of the Hot Wheel figures. That's because I haven't really looked for them, but I have seen. Oh yeah, something else. This is already out, and it's actually pretty cheap for being an exclusive. Because it's a Comic-Con, I think a Comic-Con exclusive, Comic-Con box exclusive figure of the Jack specific metallic Samus.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, I found this all over Amazon boxed for only $12.
Really?
Yeah, so that I was like, I don't know if that's the same thing's gonna happen to the Link, the Dark Link.
That's a good question. That's like a good.
Yeah, so that's why, because like these figures were originally like $8, and now I think they're actually $12 in store. Because I remember when they first came out, I used to buy them for $8, and now they're $12, and I feel like $12 is still fair for them. And that's and the thing, $20 for that Link, I wasn't willing to pay. But if it is cheaper, I find it on Amazon for like $12, I will pick it up. And I am thinking of picking up this metallic Samus, but I keep on forgetting it exists. So I keep on forgetting to buy it. And I remember I wanted to buy it at the beginning of summer. I'm not sure if the prices are still the same. I hope so. But possibly. On Amazon, yeah, you can find them for that price.
What's
this? What the? Wait a minute. Are they making a Figma Samus Aran figure?
Didn't they already make a Figma?
But the Zero Suit Samus.
I think so.
No, they haven't. They've only made it like in its suit, right?
I think they're starting to make one.
Yeah, right now it's in its prototype mode because it's all gray.
Sweet!
But I didn't know about this, but that's gonna be really cool. Zero Suit Samus, that's awesome.
So do you want to end this off, or is there anything extra we could talk about?
Not that I could think of. Oh, what the? Yeah, there is one more thing. This is really cool. Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Pokemon Go.
Oh yeah, let's just start talking about that.
Wait. But before that, this could be a good transition to it. You know about Nendroids, right? Mm-hmm. You know how they make these? They made these tiny Pokemon, like red action figures for like the Nendroids before. Do you know about them?
Yeah. Right
now they're making. I think this is the manga version. I actually have the manga right here. I actually had it right by me. I'm gonna check. Yeah, they're making Nendroid versions of the manga versions of the Pokemon Adventure manga of Red and Blue.
Really?
And it comes with a Mewtwo, and they look really, really sweet.
Oh,
I don't know if you
sick.
can find it. It's on the 4th page.
Now we're just unprofessional. We're just doing whatever and looking at.
No,
extra
we're
stuff.
gonna probably edit this out, but I'm just saying.
You know. Oh yeah, I've seen the Zero Suit Samus.
Yeah.
This looks nice. Oh yeah, they are doing the Pokemon Origins. Oh man, that looks so sweet.
Yeah, that looks awesome. Yeah, because I used to love reading the manga when I was in elementary school about the Pokemon adventures, and I knew I recognized these. I was like, wait a minute, I really want to get this. This would look awesome, having like my manga displayed in the back of these figures. That'd be cool.
Looks so sick. Oh, there's a prototype for Mario Maker.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was looking at that too, but I thought it was gonna be a Jack specific one because it kind of looks like it, but it's like a giant figure.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's Jack specific.
Possibly. Oh yeah, there's a Link Between Worlds. I think it's still going on pre-order right now. It's the
Oh yeah, the
Figma, isn't it?
right?
Yeah, it is.
That one, that's kind of old news. That came out
Yeah.
in September, like the news about it.
Oh, but it looks so sick. It looks
Yeah,
like it
it does.
really reminds me of the OG Link.
Yeah, it does. It reminds me of the Oracle of Ages link and stuff.
Mhm.
But
I think that's
yeah,
what it's based off of.
so now let's transition to Pokemon Go, I guess.
Yeah. All right,
So-
so
We have to talk about this. It's like the biggest thing right now.
the Nintendo stocks has risen. Like
$9 billion.
I know, it's insane.
This is really big for Nintendo since I don't know when. Since maybe
I don't know when.
yeah, since I don't know when. But yeah, this is really good news, and a lot of people are playing this game, which is really cool. The only downside is that because of that, the servers are having trouble.
Oh yeah, for sure.
But I'm guessing all you guys know about that by now. So what I want to talk about is some ideas I have for Pokemon Go about future updates or just things they could add on. So far, I'm actually really enjoying the game. It is pretty frustrating dealing with all the bugs and issues, but overall the game is I like it. I like it because I like collecting things and it's in my nature, you know.
Mhm.
And but what I want to make the game more fun, because you know you can only play it really when you're walking around.
Yeah.
But I want them to add like a feature, maybe like a Pokemon Snap feature, where all the Pokemon you've caught, you could release them from your Pokeball and take pictures with them.
Oh yeah,
Pose
sounds
them
like
up.
Pokemon to me.
Yeah, like that, and you could pet them and like put like little accessories on them, and you could like pose them up. You know, since like you already caught them, they're like your Pokemon. You should it'll make more of an attachment to that Pokemon because that's what Pokemon's about.
Yeah.
So right now, I don't really feel any attachment for these Pokemon. I just kind of like they're kind of just like I'm collecting them like figures, you know.
Yeah.
It's just like data for me. But I feel like if I were able to take pictures with these, maybe post them on like social media, post some cool pictures, so you know, of my like Pokemon team, it looked really sweet. Maybe like you're going to the beach and you could pose up a Kingler and the Gyarados in the background. That looked really sweet. And that's something I wish. And
Ooh.
another thing I wish is that they would put trading in, and they showed it in the commercial.
Yeah, they're gonna do it eventually.
Yeah,
I
they're
think
gonna do it
that's what they said.
eventually. But another thing I wish is that they do friendly battles. You know,
Mhm.
but with friendly battles, you have a choice to actually play like the actual Pokemon game between the two moves, like selecting them instead of just jabbing. You know how like gym battles are just.
That's
like,
what I kind of wish was gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I wish too. I'm not a big fan of the tapping mechanic, but you know, I get it for the gym because people are probably like in a rush. They don't really want to think about like all these stats and everything like that. But I'm saying maybe if you're like with your friend and stuff, you have the choice to turn on. Maybe it's called like pro mode or something like that. And another thing I wish is that they would add more Pokemon I feel like they will eventually, but you know, I like the first generation of Pokemon, but it'd be so cool seeing how diverse the world would get with like so many more Pokemon. It gets so diverse, you know. Like I feel like it actually take a long time to complete the Pokédex, and you know, like everywhere would have different Pokemon. I feel like it'd be really cool.
For sure. Yeah, I just kind of wish there was trading, especially like right now. I'm like low on stock of Pokemon and stuff.
And I also wish they would make the evolving mechanics easier, because I'm not
for sure
great, like on the candy things. I wish like maybe the Pokemon you battled in the gyms with, they would give you like candies of the ones you've used as like a prize after beating the gym. You know,
that would make a little more sense.
Because all right now it gives you is like points for your like team, and like in all honesty, I know how people are being all like patriotic on their teams right now on social media, but I really just don't give a shit. Like I just want to like capture all the Pokemon, and I feel like for me, gym battles would be more attractive to me if they gave me more prizes like candies or like who knows, like Pokeballs, potions, or whatever, or even maybe like raise the CP of like the Pokemon you used in battle too. You know, like it is experience, like maybe like the experience points and stuff.
Yeah. Anything more you want to add, or?
No, I think that's it. I feel like I have more ideas, but I can't really think of them right now. But yeah.
Yeah, I know how you feel. So, any last thoughts before we head off?
Nah, I think that should make a wrap. It's a good wrap up too, because we're ending off in like the biggest thing of basically could be the year.
True,
like the biggest thing of the year, which is pretty good. So it's a good like leaving off point. So yeah. I guess thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned because there's probably going to be more podcasts and talks about figures and news, like you know, all that cool shit. And we'll be back. You know, we'll be back, and just stay tuned. And you know, you could catch up with us and stuff. And I guess you probably don't give a shit, but you know, maybe deep down inside you do. All right, let's see you guys.
Alright, thanks for watching. Make sure you stay subbed to both of our channels, TheNintendoPlace and Derp64. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you for watching. If you made it this far, good on you. We're going to talk about more stuff, as Mauri said. I'm basically a broken record right now. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys in the next podcast, and yeah.